Hi everyone, welcome to today's meeting. As a practice of self-abidance, less and less connected to energies, we're unwinding all of the holographic content back into the heart. There's absolutely this one source, the source of your feeling that I exist. And today we are setting out to trace ourselves back to that space. And we can all have an intention for our group co-creation, and also you can have your individual intention, the Sun Cup. And my proposed intention for today is to further dissolve all of the vasanas. The vasanas are still active, energetic imprinting in your hologram, which is just your information database. Yes. And the samskaras and vasanas are these little programs that are still active in that database that keep you or fluctuate you from presence to unconsciousness. And so I would propose that we sit around this fire of consciousness, literally the Agni, the inner fire. We can all start connecting to that inner strength and fire, and it's actually located at your solar plexus. That is the fire that you also cultivate for spiritual growth in your solar plexus. And as we sit around this fire, we can all intend, and because it's a group work, and the people who are here or here at the next now moment listening to this recording, we're creating this space of purification, transcendence, as we intend to purify our vasanas and samskaras that no longer serve us, that keep us identified with a very limited sense of who you think you are. And we can throw all of these aspects back into the fire. Svaha. Yes, so it is Svaha. You can even make this gesture from yourself as you're working. You tap into all of these programs that are coming up as your life is showing them to you, your frustration, your lack of feeling loved, lack of feeling safety, lack of feeling support, being lost, not having a direction, because all of this is coming up in this hologram, the collective hologram actually of humanity, because this is a purification time, because we are moving into deeper and deeper places of the heart, which is a raising in vibration as our light bodies are developing. So all of these extraneous aspects of our egos are fluctuating, and sometimes the mind programs are so harsh and so real that it's hard to it's hard to embrace them with this beautiful, loving awareness, which is our true nature. So let's co-create this purifying heart and fire space, purifying fire. And I'm just going to teach you a method. A lot of us sensitives, actually everybody is a sensitive. Some of us are more aware of it as others. We're going to start deepening into the solar plexus. And we're going to, a lot of us, because of the way we were trained and the way we read reality through our hologram, the energy does not flow out from the back side of your solar plexus forward to project out a very strong energy field, and that can be sensed by others. I know I had that problem. So even those who have that down, you can also purify what you're projecting forward. And so let's just use the breath and clear that space. And then we can intend to burn up all the vasanas, all these programs that are standing in the way of our development, or just flow, or just being open in the heart. And then we go further and further, deepening into this hridayam place that Ramana taught us, the heart on the right. Okay, so very quickly, turn on the lights in all of your chakras. So what we can do is, we have 7, I mean, we have more than 7, but let's just deal with 7 chakras. And we're going to take 7 short breaths. And as you're taking the breaths one by one, all the way to the crown, we're going to use this almost like the breath of fire, like this. And but 7 times. And then when you get to the crown, you just drop it down back into the root. Let's do that together. So every time you take a breath, you see the energy center, the subtle energy center light up. So let's do that together. Okay, I'm going to start root. Just clear the channel. Let's do that one more time. One more time, just clear it. Good. And just draw all your attention and focus back into the spine. And just see that the spine is this beautiful liquid light. Beautiful. This sharp, intense, very discerning, loving presence is here right now. As we sit around this fire and we connect to our higher selves. I am present. Mother, Father, God. And we all ask Mother, Father, God to oversee and overlight this co-creation, evolution, transmission, so that it is for the highest good of all. And I ask the dissolution of any and all demonic entities, lower energies, egoic creations, egregores, holographic inserts, intrusion patterns, to dissolve in this beautiful co-created space of light. As we drop into the spine, and our spines as liquid crystal pillars of the most sacred churches. We are the church. We are the holy spaces of spirit, embodying this body vessel. As we stand around, we form this beautiful opening, a multi-dimensional portal. And we humbly intend to dissolve all of these unconscious, subconscious, and conscious programs of limitation, misunderstanding, everything and anything that is standing in the way of our highest embodiment of love, light, wisdom, will. We allow it to be purified by the light of consciousness. Inhale from the root and bring this energy up into your solar plexus, just above the belly button. Stay here at the back side, the side of the spine at the back. And as you exhale, you push this energy forward. Exhale. And you visualize how your energy field is this giving, loving, opening, but very certain of itself, embodying this divine knowing, embodying this divine settledness in your wisdom, in your love, in your light. Inhale. And through the solar plexus out. Inhale. And really just gently exhale through. For some of us, we're actually learning how to turn this flow out from our power center, out from the highest intention. Inhale. And exhale out. And we can also intend that all of the cords, because the most of the cording is here in the solar plexus, and the cording is usually, so I intend that all of the cording that is connected to the third chakra or power center, inner sun, all of the cording be now dissolved with this next out breath. Inhale. Contain it at the level of the spine. Notice this fire, and it's almost like this really benevolent dragon of fire. You exhale this fire through the solar plexus. Exhale. It's interesting that this fire dragon is coming through. This fire dragon's mouth is at your solar plexus. Inhale. very ferocious because it's so open to clear and clean everything that is in the way of your dignity. Exhale. Beautiful. It is very interesting what the hologram is posing today. Inhale and exhale through the solar plexus. Just stay and just see how the energy is just flowing from the backside of your body through the solar plexus forward. It's no longer turning back, looping in itself, causing a lot of distress. It could cause a lot of addictions, powerlessness, sense of lack of boundaries, a lack of your ability to assert yourself. And just as we have the presence of this beautiful, benevolent fire dragon, we can see that the solar plexus is spreading its fire into every single chakra. And just see this golden red light clearing the root. And then just visualize how your tailbone is connected to both of your feet chakras. So maybe you have your feet on the ground, or even if you're sitting cross-legged, just visualize the center of your feet and connect them with your tailbone. We're clearing all of these energies from your knees, feet, tailbone, hips. Hips is coming up, hips, kidneys, sexual organs, digestive organs, intestines, your heart, liver, gallbladder, lungs, a lot of lungs, heaviness in the lungs. This cleansing fire is being lent to us. It's an aspect of your being. Have that strength, virility to connect to that fire, the cleansing fire. It's creating this purging effect in the joints, the bone marrow, the blood and the lymphatic system, the nervous system, the skin tissue, the stem cells. And then slowly your entire body is being lit up by this ferocious but very benevolent fire. Connect to that fiery nature of yours. Even if the fire was subdued, open. And visualize how each pore is oozing out this fire. And this fire is now creating a very strong aura. Cleansing of any and all holographic inserts, implants on a physical and subatomic level. Yes, the group is very strong. Keep your intention. Very good. Powerful. We need a lot of cleansing in the throat. Feel how you're oozing out this fire from your mouth. Yeah. And you're oozing this fire out from your third eye forward. And through your crown upward. And you just see how this fire is oozing out through your crown upward and through your root downward into the earth, down, down, down. So let the root be cleansed very avidly. It's like a deep cleansing. Cleansing all of this very deep existential programming that we have been living out. Beautiful. And just stay. Drop all the visualization. It's telling me that this benevolent fire is also turning our anger, frustration, helplessness, lethargy, because these are all, if you can see clearly, this is all one thing. Lethargy is just an non-rajasic element of anger, which means you cannot act upon your anger. It's so suppressed. So it's telling me that it is all now turned. Feel how your solar plexus is now harmonizing. Feel that fire in the solar plexus. Harmonizing all of these seemingly negative impulses into your most harmonious, helping forces. Because every single impulse that you would term negative is actually trying to tell you that you need to come back to an equilibrium. And just let's call in for the highest good of all. We're going to form our individual torus field. Your spine is the center of the donut, and then it's going the spine and then out your crown, forming the body of the torus field, back into the earth, and then up through your root, up through your central pranic channel, out your crown, and just visualize that. And we can also call in a central torus field for this group. And I'm calling in the white ascension flame. It is the most crystalline white ascension flame that contains all of the rays. It is like a diamond. It refracts all of the colors, but it's white, crystalline, pure. It is that white fire ascension flame of benevolence And the torus field is now harmonizing this field, your own field. And then your own field is attracting the field as it's expanding into your house. And then 6 miles in radius. And then our group field is actually traversing continents. Just feel how all of our hearts are connected. I'm hearing today it's a more proactive co-creation, and there's a necessity for that. Connecting our hearts. Connecting our hearts with this beautiful Mother Earth, which you are part of, our bodies are part of. We're connecting to inner Earth, our brothers and sisters in inner Earth, as a galactic portal. And if you wish, for the highest good of all, we can connect to our galactic brothers and sisters of the light. As we return to the knowing of the self, connecting to pure consciousness, feel that your heart space is the inception point of your time-space coordinate. It is your time-space coordinate. And because you have that time-space coordinate, because you choose to have it, your heart is that which projects your reality out into the seeming hologram, which you call your reality. And just let us see that this white ascension flame is oozing out from our hearts. We allow the highest purity of Mother, Father, God to be oozing out of our heart spaces, but not just forward, but 360 degrees. It's like an expansion of a sun. The white purity of the ascension flame oozing out, harmonizing our homes, harmonizing our relationships with the people, our family, our loved ones. And we start knowing that every single being, tree, animal, dirt, earth, plant is our beloved. Feel as you, the divine spark, embodied Atma, or soul, you're being reminded of your Atma Kriya. Atma Kriya is Babaji's teaching. You as the spark of divinity, through your knowing of your true self, the purity of your flame, is here to make everything and everyone remember the love of the soul. So powerful. It is an instant embodiment. Just feel how this pure white ascension flame as it's expanding from the 0 point of your heart, the interception of time, space, and before that, just before that, the 0 point. The 0 point then touches the inception point of time, space, and you burst into the Kriya, the action of your soul. Kriya means Kri, to do, act. Atma Kriya is embodying your light. Every given moment, sharing, serving, knowing, Atma Kriya. And we are beautifully situated in this expansive miracle, the grace of your heart. Just remember, it's here right now, and it knows, knows the benevolence, the grace of the Creator. That which Jesus taught, Babaji taught, Zarathustra taught, Krishna taught. And you teach in the myriad ways through the outpouring of your heart. And yes, we're still learning, polishing our relationship to this purity. But just notice in what myriad of ways You embody Atma, Kriya, acting from the light of your soul. Ascension is that, so simple. Ascension means you ascend to the embodiment of the grace of your soul. Let this fire extinguish our doubt, extinguish our rigid adherence to hopelessness, retortion to darkness, giving up, all being purified, fear, Atma Kriya. And Atma Kriya also teaches you to be graceful and gracious towards yourself. Pulsate this beautiful purification flame into every single human being on this planet. Melting the sorrow, melting the divisiveness, melting all of these self-imposed barriers that are keeping humanity in a very low vibrational state. They have learned enough, suffered enough. It's time to rise and hear, just hear the calling of your Atma Kriya. This is actually right now, here, right now, is a gesture of your Atma Kriya. And it's teaching you, even when this co-creation finishes, it teaches you that when you make your first step in your breath, so you start walking, as an embodiment of Atma Kriya. Realize that each one of us is called to do a dharma. And whether you consciously know or not, you are actually completing your dharma. And the only wisdom that you need to embody is that no matter what you do, and no matter how out of alignment it seems, you're still doing your dharma. And what neutralizes that feeling of out of alignment is that you remember your Atma Kriya. You remember the love, the benevolence, the service of you as the light of your soul. And no matter how menial the task, that's what you remember. And you train, remember, and step by step, the light of that remembrance transforms your life into the non-doership, which is just the soul sharing its love. And as this happens, it's emancipating you out of your limitedness. The only thing is that you need to have eyes to notice and a heart to feel. That's Atma Kriya. And that is the key to the evolution of this race. Race, or the evolution of your heart. May we all be the embodiments of Atma Kriya. I thank this teaching for this blessed co-joined field, as our soul had yearned to hear and embody. I ask Mother, Father, God to seal this transmission in all the directions, all the spaces. May we recognize the grace that we are presented with moment to moment. Recognize that love is not an emotion. It is that God's grace flowing through you, And you light up everything in your wake. Sometimes this lighting up seems painful for the human. Sometimes it seems ecstatic. And sometimes it just seems damn monotonous when the germination is happening. And you allow the light to pour through and grace everything in its wake. So it is. Let us be these walking pillars of light, creating this multidimensional holy place across the continent, beyond space-time, temples, divine embodiment of Atma Kriya. So it is.